Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. Short video today, just a couple of new blooms. New blooms that I can get at. There is another one, but I can't get at it at the moment. Probably be a watering day tomorrow, in which case I should be shuffling a lot of the plants around. A lot of plants over here have sort of finished blooming. They're now in growth mode, and there's some over here that I've got buds or have actually started to bloom that can come back over to the display area. But we've got this one. Oh, if I can get in there. Spidery sort of nonsense. This is Sheilob Marie. It was given to me actually as Sheilob Tolkien. Not in bloom at the time, and when it actually bloomed I thought, because I'd had Sheilob Tolkien in the past, so I thought, well, that's not Sheilob Tolkien, so did a bit of research and a bit of work and came up with Sheilob Marie. Very attractive. There is a slight fragrance. If I could get it in a little bit of dappled sunlight, it would probably be more fragrant, but not at the moment. So that's that one. Oh. Camera all in amongst the leaves, and then the other one is over here, this Oncidium intergeneric. From a distance it doesn't actually look much. Oh, the fragrance on this radiator is it's making my eyes water. Filling the grow room. Yes, Oncidium intergeneric warrants a bit of a closer look. It's got some very delicate yellow patterning on the maroon petals and sepals. I don't remember that last time. And then it's got a split colour on the lip. It's a different colour red and an abrupt line where it changes to yellow. That's actually quite unusual. You'd normally get a gradation of some sort on a lip. So no ID, just a general intergeneric Oncidium type. I think that came from Burnham's, I can't remember, but it's a good spike. It's branched here and here with good sized branches. There's another one starting here. It's got this funny little thing coming out the top of the pseudo bulb, and then it's got another spike over here, so it's going to be in bloom for a very long time. Even if the blooms themselves, the individual blooms, don't last that long. So yeah, that should be good. There's nothing else open, but we will have a new bloomer. We've got the Masdevallia falcata, has a spike, as you can just about see. Now, in theory, given that's a primary cross, I believe, given that the elements of what's gone into that cross, that should be quite a large bloom. But as it hasn't flowered before, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? A couple of dead leaves lying around in here. Are they just going to lift off? Yes, jolly good. Yes, so that's to come, and as I say, that will be a first time bloomer. So that should be good. Now, I made a start on the Cymbidium staging, but I had to go out this morning, and basically I've got all behind with things in here. God, the Cymbidium's going to bloom. It's a strange time of year, but so be it. I don't know which one that is. We'll have to wait and see, and then I'll adjust the tag so that in future I'll know what it is. There's I mean, quite a few of the Cymbidiums have got proper names, but there's quite a few that are just hybrids, and I usually put the colour, Cymbidium hybrid, with the colour in brackets so that I know which one it is. But I gave all the Cymbidiums a spray except 3. So this one was done, those 2 weren't, and this one wasn't. And the reason was I ran out of spray. So the 2 bottles I bought got used up on the Phalaenopsis and most of the Cymbidiums. But that spray's recently arrived, so I will do those other 3 so it would be silly not to. It would be silly not to do the complete job. So, but you see, today is not a good spraying day. You know, I deliberately showed you when I was going to do the spraying, no wind, whereas today there's a breeze. So if I go out outside and start spraying now, there's going to be drift onto other places, possibly even open flowers in the garden, which I don't want. So I'm going to have to wait for a quiet spell. Now today, believe it or not, there's supposed to be heavy rain and possible thunderstorms this afternoon. I mean, you can see there's a bit of it about. But I've had one hard shower this morning, lasted about 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. Well, that's all the rain I've had so far. But I was speaking to Lynn on the phone and she'd had none. So I've had a little bit more than her because she's desperate for rain to fill her rain barrels up again. Getting very low on. Well, you know, most people that rely on rain in the south part of England anyway are desperately short. I mean, obviously there's been quite a bit of rain sort of out across Wales and up towards the north and into Scotland. So they probably replenished their water barrels. But down here, we've had nowhere near enough to even think about it. So hopefully I shall get some. I mean, I don't store it, but at least it'll save watering the garden for a day or two. I'm not going to bother watering today. I watered the garden yesterday, bonsai and all the tubs, and it was later in the day. It wasn't first thing in the morning, and we didn't have a sunny day yesterday, and we didn't have a warm day yesterday. So that water will have lasted into today. If we're going to get rain today, although that's not going to get right down in the plants, it will stop them dehydrating and top them up a bit. And then tomorrow I shall probably have to water again. It's a never-ending job. But at least that heat's gone. You know, that really was hard work. So that's out of the way now. So yeah, that's it for today. Short and sweet. And as I say, I'm gonna have a lazy day now. I was just sort of not in the mood to do anything, and time's getting on. So. Yeah, and tomorrow will be a main watering day where I water nearly all the pots, and I'm going to take that opportunity to rearrange the pots. I've got stuff in wrong places, and there's still quite a bit of room on that shelf there. So some of the things that are finished blooming over here can come back over here, and I've got things with buds on here that can come over here. So we'll have a bit of a shuffle round and see what we can do. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, let's end on a close look of this one again, because it is very attractive. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now. What's that strange sound? I remember that from a long time ago. Well, they said there was rain due today, and it started. I did say when I filmed the earlier clip that it looked full of it up there. Well, we haven't had any thunder or lightning yet, which is also threatened, but yeah, I mean, for the farms and the crops and, all that sort of stuff, we need 2 or 3 weeks of this steady, good rain. I mean, if I get a few heavy showers like this today, that'll water everything in my garden fine. But it'll still take quite a bit of this to get all down through the shrubs and deep into the ground, because that's the thing when it rains on dry ground. It only goes down an inch or two, and shrubs and trees and things like that, their roots are a lot deeper down than that. So but anyway, it's raining. Yay, flipping last. And as I speak, no, I thought it was easing off, but still at least I've got some. And given the direction of the wind, hopefully this is heading off towards Lynn and she'll get some as well. Right, see you next time.